She said bush.
Do a little shake it dry, and go.
Yep. Shake it dry, pull up your pants, zip them up, button them up, all of the things while running in cowboy boots after my bus.
I try
And
not to
everybody
run.
on the bus is like cheered, come on.
I gotta tuck my balls if I do that.
Oh, yeah. But I'm sure that at least half of the people in that restaurant, if they looked out that door, they probably saw my big wet butt.
God, that's so classy.
You know what?
Nothing but the finest. Did you have a little bit to drink?
No.
Ah, okay.
She was awake.
I had a lot to drink.
It
I
wasn't a
don't
little.
drink anymore, but I don't drink any less either.
No,
Right.
you drink way more. All right, are you guys ready to get? Do we have anybody watching?
8 people on Facebook.
Holy
8.
cow!
Hey,
Thank
everybody.
you guys for waiting around for us.
Yeah, we did a little
We did
interview.
an interview, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
No? Well,
You got it.
we did a little interview, so we having to run a little bit late on the
Yeah.
live. So
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
All right, we're trying to get a job. It's a work interview. If anybody wants to be a reference, we'd appreciate it. Are you guys ready to go?
Yes.
sure.
All right, here we go. 3. Oh, there was our first bit of lightning. It's gonna be
It's a
interesting.
good sign.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun here in a minute. 3, 2. Welcome to the After 2 Beers podcast. I'm Dutch Dalton, joined as always by Kimmy Gibbler
That's me.
and Puddin'.
What's going on?
What's up, buddy?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, if this is your first time watching the After 2 Beers podcast, basically what we do, we're just friends that are hanging out, and the idea of the concept of this podcast was we have a couple drinks and we talk about stuff that, like, if you were sitting
Take
around
that filter
at work,
off. Take that filter off.
Oh, that's the whole point, right? And then it's just like, you know, you're sitting at a bar, maybe it's the Coney, maybe it's the pub, maybe it's wherever,
Right.
and you're just having some conversations about stuff that you may find interesting.
Spark your interest.
Yeah. If you like the show, we'd greatly appreciate if you would comment for us and share the show. That's a big one. Follow the whole kind of deal.
Yes.
Real quick, Kevin already jumped on it. Thank
Yeah,
you
he did.
to the Firehouse Barbecue. They're under new
Yes.
ownership, and they were kind enough to bring us food down. Hey, that's if you've just learned anything, all you've got to do is bring us something, and you'll get a free plug.
Promotion. Food
Right?
equals promotion.
There you go. It's not really hard to buy our love.
No.
It's pretty easy.
Beer and food.
This
That's
week's
easy.
show, it's going to be a little different. And so what we're going to do is I want to make sure that we do something special for our Patreon sponsors.
Yep.
Okay.
We talk about the Patreon sponsors, and I want to give them something.
What do you got in mind, buddy?
Well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to record our show as normal, okay? And this week we're going to talk about going commando.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then we're going to have Gibbler's Giblets, as we do. And then in the news, we've got 3 stories in the news. And these are all worth the price of admission right here. These are all pretty good. Yeah, these are going to be some pretty solid ones this week. And that'll be our show. But then
Great.
afterwards, we are going to record Am I the Asshole and our shit pan from now on, recorded.
Oh.
Or actually, Kevin informed me that we can do it live even, straight to Patreon.
Send us a question.
But it's going to be on Patreon only as a way to thank all of our Patreon sponsors. If you'd like to become a Patreon sponsor, all you have to do is go to after2beers.com, and there's a Patreon link. And for as little as $3 a month,
3.
For $3 a month, you can get some excellent,
you can.
Content.
excellent content.
That's right. You'll at least get 4 Am I the Assholes, and you can submit questions to us. That's the whole point of the shit pan.
Yep.
And this
Anything
week,
you
since this is a new thing, we're going to talk about the dresses, and specifically the dress length that some of these young ladies are wearing to high school dances.
Oh, it's
Okay.
insane.
Wow.
It is crazy.
Is there a link?
Yeah, and here's the other thing that's really important is we're going to record that last, and it's only for our Patreon sponsors. So it really, I mean, it's no holds barred.
Right.
We're going to be
That's where the bad stuff is.
yeah. So for $3 a month, you can watch the 3 of us embarrass ourselves.
Not hard. Or you can just watch me for free.
Oh, there you go. Again, thank you to our Patreon sponsors, and we greatly appreciate all that you do for us.
Yes, thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you again to our buddy Kevin Shook, East Studio Global Media, And if this is something that you would like to do, all you got to do is reach out to Kevin and set something like this up. He's got multiple areas up here, all different options for you.
Yeah.
But he doesn't do just these things. He can design web pages and he can do all sorts of things. So
Yep.
reach out to Kevin for all of your local media needs. We mentioned just before we went on that we had a interview with a local comedian, Travis Burton, who's going to be competing in the Tri-State Comedy Competition at the end of October. And next week, we've got a guest scheduled as well. Dana Brawley's going to come on.
Okay.
Nice.
He's
Right
a
on.
local artist. And if you're a local artist of any sort, I don't really care what it is. You could be a podcast person, a comedian, an actor, and you can paint. You can sculpt, whatever you want to do. I'm all about helping the local arts.
Yes, get you in here.
Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. Come on the show. We'd be more than happy to have you. Was that thunder?
Yes, it was.
That was thunder.
That or an axe.
Does that mean that we have to drink like in
Thunder.
the song?
Mother Nature's gonna get us hammered?
Yeah, so just,
But actually, for the people that, we were talking Patreon. If they don't know what that is,
Yeah, tell them, Gibbler.
absolutely, you can go to our website, www.after2beers.com, and we've actually got a little link there. And what it is that you can just sponsor us. So make sure, even if you don't want to sponsor us, go to our website. We've got lots of good content.
Yeah, we have
And
stickers.
Yes.
We have links to all the history shows that we've done. We
Yeah.
have links to all the interviews we've done. We've done over 40 interviews. I
We've
think.
done some great interviews.
Yeah, and some bad ones.
they're on there
that's
too.
true.
They're on there too.
Not all of them are good. But anyway, Dana's going to be on next week. I'm hoping we're going to be live next week.
Okay.
I really wish we could have announced it sooner, but we're still trying to confirm the date. But we're hoping to go live. We're hoping to do these once a month. It's an opportunity for you to come and hang out with us and not feel weirded out at coming into this building.
Right.
Because apparently nobody wants to come down to this building.
It's the steps.
Or they just look at it and just keep on going.
Yeah.
Like, not today, Satan.
right.
They're like, that's at least 2 flights of steps. Nah.
Oh, man. Oh, you guys got me coughing. All right, last thing. Gibbler covered most of it, so I think we're pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, good job. High
Let's
five.
do it. High five. High five. High five. Slap
All
hands.
right. Are you guys ready to get started?
Do it.
I love it.
All right. I got to ask the two of you, and I'd love to hear from somebody say amazing. Is there, but wait, there's more. That would be pretty funny, though, is if people had drinking games at home, like if Andy's sitting around with his wife.
Like on the How I Met Your Mother when Robin kept going, but
But,
Amazing. That was amazing. All right. We're going to talk about going commando.
oh yeah.
All right?
Oh, yeah.
Love
Yeah. Do you?
Yeah.
How often do you go
Sometimes.
commando?
Probably at least once, twice a week.
Yeah.
Maybe on the weekends,
like
not during
to
the week.
work
No. Just
or
on the
just around the
weekend.
house?
Yeah.
Oh.
Or
okay.
sometimes when I go out in public, I just throw on some shorts real quick, head on out.
I go commando all the time.
Really?
Yeah, it doesn't matter where I'm going.
Nice.
No, I mean,
If I'm sleeping
I mean, it's.
or at the house, I'm normally commando.
yeah.
I don't know,
And
not to
sometimes
say-
I Winnie the Pooh it.
I mean,
You
I'm
know
not,
what the Winnie the Pooh is,
I'm
right?
Not,
Yeah.
I'm not gray
Just shirt, no
sweatpants worthy.
draws.
Right.
I'm not gray sweatpants worthy, but
I mean, I could go commando there too, and I'm not going to offend anybody
right.
or impress.
I'd be like, why is that guy so hairy? Like I say, button on a fur coat.
Oh man. Well, I found some statistics about this, and every week we're going to start covering these kinds of things. again.
Yes.
Like last week, we talked about how many people, and it was 49% think of other people while they're having sex with their
Right.
partner, which to
Right.
me is a crazy number.
That is a lot.
Oh, we got all kinds of people in trouble, I'm sure.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought it'd be higher.
Got a lot of questions about that.
You got to do whatever you can
Thinking
to
about.
keep
Don't
the
worry about it.
spontaneity in there, right?
Don't worry about who I'm thinking about.
It reminds me on Married to Children, or with children rather. Al told Peggy one time, he's like, "Yeah, tonight you're Miss October,
Whoever is on the calendar that month.
right? All right. Well, in a new poll, 40% of people, only 40, say they never go commando. And while just 7 people always go commando, Most people go back and forth, which is like the three of us.
Yeah, I go back and forth.
Yeah.
I'm a back and forth. It normally depends
Jeans.
on laundry.
Yeah.
It depends on like the
Yeah.
inseam of clothes and
Oh yeah.
If you don't want the
Yeah.
loose knuckle. No, not me.
Do women really think of that?
I mean that would just be extremely uncomfortable with
know.
jeans.
Would it?
Well, I mean, especially like
I'm not
if
a
you-
woman,
well,
and I don't mean any.
Right.
and honestly, I don't fit into jeans like I did
Yeah, believe
about
me.
10, 15 pounds ago. But
I'm not wearing any jeans tight enough to see. I ain't worried
but
about
it's
that.
not it's not even about visually, but it's about feel.
Okay. All right.
10% say they often go commando. 18% say they sometimes do. And that means 35% go without underwear on a regular basis.
How much?
35%.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't
I
know what
believe
the
it.
definition of regular is. I would probably be in that group.
Right.
AJ's always like, you got underwear. I'm like, I just like
Eh,
to,
well,
I don't like it.
I like flipping and flopping sometimes.
Yeah. I like the fabric of my skin. Not
you don't want to
underskin.
have like underwear marks in your dress pants.
Right?
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about because all my dress pants. They said the people more likely to go commando are men under 45 living out west. This is a very specific statistic.
Yeah, because after 45, they fucking fall to your knees.
Well, they're clearly not wearing them with shorts.
no.
That's why I wear long shorts.
Yeah. Basketball
This was
shorts.
not in the 70s when men wore
Yeah.
the tiny shorts.
It's either that or you got to, like you were talking about with the seam, you got to put one tater over on one side and one on the other
Yeah.
to let your scrote kind of hold it right
Yeah,
there on
holds it
that
right there in
seam.
place.
Yeah, but if that seam just keeps rubbing that yeah.
Oh man. Not wearing underwear to sleep is more common. What do you guys wear to bed?
A big old t-shirt.
Do you really?
And I call them manties because I like wearing boxer shorts to sleep in. 'Cause they're
Yeah.
comfortable.
Okay.
Like big boxer shorts to sleep in.
Right.
Big loose gym shorts.
Gym shorts? Yeah. I only
Commando.
I go up we sleep upstairs in like a loft bed, and so I don't know, sometimes I might wear a smile,
Yeah.
sometimes a frown.
Depending on the day.
But
No socks.
because of my kids. I keep no. Why would you sleep? That makes no sense.
Oh, the people that sleep in socks, it makes me crazy.
Man, nope.
Yeah, those are that's the first sign of serial killer.
Right?
Socks in
Right?
bed,
Yeah,
yes.
socks in bed, right next to like torturing animals when you're a kid. I think they're right there.
I
on
think
the
they're
same.
neck and neck.
Yeah.
Right there.
Another question asked if going commando was acceptable, and people were split 50-50, even though most people do. That's funny to me. 40% of people said it's always or usually acceptable. 40 said it was always or usually unacceptable. 20 were not sure. We had to get back to those 20. I don't understand why it would never
Why would
be.
it not be acceptable? Who cares?
Right?
I don't know. Most of the reason I wear it nowadays is because I don't have the, bathrooms seem a little further away than they used to when you
Right.
were 19, 20, 25.
I got a pair in there. Yeah, I'm good. Just throw these on real quick.
I got a layer of protection.
Right. It's fine.
Oh, what do we have? Adam Green says underwear holds the swamp ass in. Otherwise, you'll just end up with wet socks. Josh Ponder says it depends.
You know,
I don't wonder what it depends on. It's probably is it clean laundry or just like today I just need to let it flip and flop.
Right.
There's always clean laundry. It just might still be in the
Depends.
basement.
Depends that you shit in.
Oh. There we
Two
go.
for one.
That's what-
Adult diapers.
That's what Gibbler
Yeah.
needs apparently when she goes to concerts. She pees
Yeah.
outside on the regular.
Man,
How
I'm
often-
telling you.
Bare-assed.
I just have a teeny tiny bladder, and like if you're on a party bus in Nashville and it's not a short drive, and you've had 4 or 5 drinks, and that's my bladder's. It's
That's your
done after
limit?
that. That's my limit.
That's where you,
You
cap
cannot fill it any further.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. If you you let your nether regions hang out during the day, you are not alone. Most of us do, apparently.
Yep.
So we're good to go.
Air it
go.
out.
Just do it.
Just air it out.
Just do it.
Let
You
it-
moved away. Like, I'm like, what are we prepared
No,
for right now?
we're getting ready to do Gibbler's Giblets, and I really
Oh,
want to just
okay.
sit back and enjoy myself and
Yeah.
really get into these.
All right. All right. So the Gibbler's Giblets. What do we want to start with? I'm going to start with a Budweiser story.
Do it. Okay.
Budweiser fact. So, for 150 years, whenever a new heir was born to the Anheuser-Busch brewing family, they would be fed 5 drops of Budweiser before even having their mother's milk.
Really?
Yes, for 150 years. They're like, no, this is a Bud baby.
This is Bud, baby. Get that boy some beer.
Get them some beer before they even taste mother's teat.
Oh my God, that's so wild.
It's weird.
It is weird.
But, I mean, you've got to keep passing it on to generation to generation.
Normally, it's genetics that carries on alcoholism, but
We're starting them out early there. We're just,
We're going to build their tolerance from day one.
They're just trying to build customers. They're like, hey, while we're in here, can we put drops in all the other babies' mouths too?
So, yeah, so that was my first fun fact. Okay, this was interesting.
okay.
Men with noticeable bellies
Yeah.
and higher BMIs
Okay.
last 7.3 minutes longer in bed than slimmer men.
Absolutely.
That's right.
You know it,
This is why it's like so important to get you a dad bod.
right?
Is that the reason?
The dad bods are popular.
With the
Maybe
size
it's
of my
that.
gut, we're like 25 minutes in.
Yeah. I mean, it's fine, but you ever had
Is it the
250
size-
pounds pushing it?
Is it the size of the gut or is it the whiskey of the drink?
It depends on the day. Depends on the evening. There's a lot
Right?
of truth to that.
There is.
There
Does it-
is.
Can I ask, does that happen to women too?
Yes.
So like you have too much and you're like, I can't orgasm right now.
I'm like, I get so close, and then it's just like,
I'm going to sleep.
Then he says something, and you're like, oh.
I'm not thinking about you
and then
right now.
a drop of sweat beads down my forehead,
That's
and it's not mine.
Shut up,
Yo,
you're ruining
kidding.
it.
what it is. She's drunk and she gets right to the moment of climax, and then she opens her eyes, and goes, shit, it's still Josh.
No. Man.
You're not that Rife guy. It's so funny. All right.
All right, so let's see. Let's go to the next one. So I thought this was kind of funny. 2 men were brought up on federal hacking charges when they exploited a bug in video poker machines and won $500,000.
No, I feel like that's just learning how to take care of business.
Well,
Right.
that's it. His lawyer actually argued all these guys did is simply push a sequence of buttons that they were legally entitled to push,
Right? How was that
and the
wrong?
case was dismissed.
There you go. Right?
Good for them.
Right?
They learned how to beat the
$500,000
system.
though.
Yeah, I feel like you could have got away with
I
more.
needed to be their friend.
For a $500,000.
Yeah,
You're bought pretty cheap.
I know. That is.
Yeah.
All right. So this one, I actually had a conversation with JP earlier tonight, actually, even on this. So our walking speed is affected by whom we're with.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, definitely.
Men's pace slows down by an average of 7% when walking with female partners they're
Yep.
interested in. Women walking together move the slowest, and men walking with male friends moved at speeds faster than either men's preferred walking speed.
Absolutely. We're in and out.
It's like a
trying to get shit
competition
done.
or something. You're like, we got
always-
shit to do.
Women
We're
like
going.
to shop. They're walking. They're looking. Not us. We're like, let's get it done now.
Well, and you got to imagine, too, the speed has to be affected by the height. And no,
Yes.
I'm serious.
yeah.
Our legs are the same length, but our height is different. And he's like, because I'm like, wait on me, wait
got
on me.
tiny
And I was like, I
legs.
feel like I'm like the little chihuahua, just like, dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee,
But your legs
moving
are the same
along.
length?
But our legs are the same length.
Well, then that doesn't hold any water at all.
It holds no water, but I just think that he walks with a purpose or something. I don't know. I'm like, they're still gonna have wings in 2 seconds. I promise. Just wait on me.
There was a wing shortage in his in his defense.
About a year ago, there was a wing shortage. Right now, I think we're golden.
Good.
Oh, Ponder says you're gonna take that yuck. That
Oh, the
yuck.
best ball red.
That's the
boys.
best Paul Rudd ever.
Right in the Take this dick.
Do you like this erection selection?
Paul Rudd's the man.
He is, man.
Yeah, if I could ever have one person on the show, it'd probably be
Oh,
Paul.
man, that'd be so much fun.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, it would.
All right. What's your next one?
You want me to do one more?
Hell
Or,
yeah.
I mean, I've got a couple, but, so have you ever wondered why they're called a pair of pants?
Yes, I've always wondered that.
Like, I always am like, okay, why are they a pair of pants? It's just one. But it actually stems back from history.
Okay, okay.
So pants and trousers are called pairs because they used to be separate. As early as the 16th century, you'd feed one leg in, tie the top around your waist, and then do the same with the other leg.
Well, that would look weird if you were commando.
Commando there.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, all I'm picturing is chaps, and I'm like,
I'm
what do you
wearing
have in the middle?
pants. I'm wearing pants.
Sorry, man. The laundry was dirty.
Yeah, I know. The name stayed the same even once they became a full pair or a full one piece.
I got a
Ponder
pants
said
on.
Paul Rudd. Did I say the wrong name?
He's trying to holler at him.
Oh.
Oh, gotcha.
Well, he'll be on next week for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I guarantee he can't wait.
He's calling it right now.
I can't believe he's not calling already.
Yeah.
With his Mac and Me video.
Oh, man. Paul Rudd's awesome.
Yes, 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 yes.
Let's do one more.
Let's
One
get
more.
what you got.
Let's see.
Give us something good.
Hey, Josh. Hey, Josh Panda. Can I get a natty light?
Spotify.
And a mystery shot.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Times 3.
So, Spotify has a CPR playlist. All of the
Oh,
songs
yeah.
on the playlist have a tempo of 100 to 120 beats per minute, which is the same tempo at which one should give the chest compressions, right?
Like CPR, like
Coincidentally, two of the songs are
Staying Alive.
Staying Alive, and guess what another one is?
Well, I don't know. That's
It's got to be
all
about
I know.
dying.
It's Another One Bites the Dust.
Oh, okay.
It is, yes.
Can
Yeah.
you imagine, like, you're in the middle of a, like, somebody's dying at work, and you're like, hold on. And you're on your phone, like, where the hell is that Spotify?
So here's a sick, twisted fact. We used to always sing that in the back of the ambulance
Oh,
while
no.
we're doing compressions. But now we have a machine that does compressions for us. So it's not, I feel like it should play the song.
You should. I mean, you should. In an ambulance, you might as well just have it on.
No one hears it. Right.
You're driving around, picking people up.
I'm not
all
that bad a
going.
paramedic, though. Like, they might live.
God,
Well,
man.
that's one you played, just Staying Alive. Staying Alive. All right. Cheers to this amazing
What do you got?
shot.
I got
I got-
sour berry.
I got mangoes.
I got coconuts.
If your man start acting up, let that mango.
Golly. You need some help there, buddy?
Dude, I'm struggling hardcore.
You loosen it up for me.
Thank you. No, I didn't. That was not loose at all.
That
was-
clearly isn't his jerking hand.
no, it's broke.
All right, here's cheers to you.
Cheers.
Thank you, JP.
Screw you. Oh, that's gross. Oh, it's so bad. Why does that taste like tanning lotion?
That tasted like a fruit that was in an armpit.
Ugh.
All right.
All right, you guys ready to do some news?
What
Let's
we
do
got,
it.
buddy?
Let's do some news. All right, here's our first story.
I'm so
am-
sorry. That
I
was
know, that's a good
terrible.
one.
Okay.
What's the matter?
I'm good.
You good?
I'm good.
Did you get the salivas?
I got the salivas.
Do you have them right now?
No, I'm done now.
Well, that's a quick saliva.
I
deal.
got all you do is put your tongue to the roof of your mouth,
Yeah,
and it can help prevent that. Also, hold your left thumb.
that's what you also said about blowjobs.
It's the same thing. It's a gag. It's a gag reflex. It's
I wouldn't know.
Not since I got married.
left thumb. Hold it in. It helps when you're brushing your teeth. Come on,
Gotcha.
nasty.
Where the hell do you put your toothbrush? What are you brushing that dangly ball in the back of your mouth?
No, you've got to brush your tongue. Dirtiest part of your mouth.
Oh.
Anywho,
All right. Here's our first story. A 10-year-old boy and his 11-year-old sister stole their mother's car because she took away their electronics.
I'm gonna take your car.
I'm going to take your car and go buy new electronics.
It gets
go
way better.
McDonald's.
And they drove 200 miles before they were
Holy
caught
cow.
by police last week.
200 miles.
200 miles. Thankfully, no one was hurt. Police in Florida pulled over a stolen car at 4 a.m. last Thursday morning and discovered that the driver was a 10-year-old boy. His passenger was his 11-year-old sister, and they were the thieves.
cow.
Did he forget to turn on his turn signal? Why did he get pulled over?
Right?
You made it 200 miles.
Were they
You're
going to
actually.
grandma's?
I don't feel like this is the first time they've driven.
Well, I mean,
learned it
they've
from-
been playing video games,
Right.
right?
Probably YouTubed it.
The siblings stole their mom's car because they were mad at her for taking some electronics away from them. They drove more than 200 miles, as I said, before they were pulled over. They were more than 3 hours away from home when they were caught. It's unclear what their plan was, if they had one.
Going to Disney.
Right? The mom picked them up and isn't pressing charges. Because of that, the officers...
Pressing charges on who?
their own kids for stealing the car. That's grand theft. That's
You're
probably a
walking
video
home
game.
now. You're walking home.
They're 10.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're going to pay the fee, both sides.
Well, the kids won't be charged. They did offer, they issued a traffic violation. I'm assuming to the mom.
I hope so.
Now, here's the thing about this story. I've done a lot of study to this. So think about this. They got caught at 4 a.m. and they were 3 hours away.
Right.
So unless they stopped at a couple rest stops or maybe they wanted some White Castle or something,
Right.
they left sometime through the evening. Okay?
Yeah.
Right.
Follow me so far?
Yeah.
Now, how old are your twins? Are they your
9.
youngest?
Yeah.
So they're about right here at this age
Yeah.
almost, right?
Yeah.
I want you to picture this in your mind. Okay?
Yeah.
You're asleep. You get a phone call. Yes, is this Michael Puddin Summers?
Oh, yeah. What you got there?
We just pulled over your kids
That's
here
impossible.
in Florida.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
Here in Florida.
3 hours away.
No.
They're down in Tennessee.
You keep them bastards in.
I was going to say, can
I'll
you
come get the car.
imagine? This is one of those moments in life. AJ's got me watching these On Patrol lives, and I absolutely love them, right?
Yeah.
But if you want to know what a blockbuster television show would be, I want a camera in the car ride for 3 hours, knowing the kids are already okay.
Right.
Right.
So you're just going now to get your car and your kids, and for 3 hours, like, I'm going to beat the shit out of those kids. They stole the fucking car. They think they lost their electronics now. Wait till
Oh,
And
yeah.
I want to see a
Done.
camera in those 3 kids. Like, Mama's going to kill us.
No, just keep me here. Keep me here. I am more protected here.
Send us to juvie.
Yeah. Do not send us home.
Oh, 3 hours of waiting on Mama to show up.
Oh, she was just warming that hand.
Oh, my
warming the
God.
hand.
Whole time.
Let me ask you, Puddin'. You got a lot of kids. I
Yeah.
got 2.
I got a couple.
I don't mean anything disrespect by that. What would you do in this situation?
Dude, I know right now I'd be so pissed. But I want to make sure they're okay. But
Right.
once I knew they were okay, I'd be like,
Their ass is not going to be okay anymore.
Right.
call an ambulance because I'm blistering some asses.
You're going to need some burn,
I'm sorry.
burn cream.
If that's not allowed, people don't
Right.
hit their kids.
They put you in jail next to them.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. You got us into a fine predicament.
That's okay. I bust your ass. We're in jail together.
I would ask the police officers if they could try to teach them a lesson by putting
They're already arrested.
Right.
handcuffs on them and actually put them behind bars. Oh. Because I don't think that they can for minors, right?
I don't know. They were talking
I'm
about whether or not they were
Just
pressing
impressed
charges.
They didn't wreck.
Right?
Nothing.
That is
Maybe
pretty
they
impressive.
Stop
They
for
just
gas
forgot-
along the way, get some White Castles or what?
Yeah, I don't know.
They're
Get a
sitting in
roadie.
there at IHOP getting some shake.
AJ, let me ask you. You've got a well-mannered son, but let's say hypothetically, at a certain point in his life, he stole his car. Now you're asleep, and you get and the important part of this whole story is that they're okay.
Yeah, they're okay.
They're fine, but
Now.
they're 3 hours away.
Now,
Yeah.
you're okay. They're not hurt. The car's fine. Now I've got 3 hours to drive and stew on it. Oh
Yeah.
my God! You know they're not just driving, and it's 4 a.m.
Yeah.
And she's like, I had to fucking work the next day.
And you
I
got
had to call in a sick.
You won't be there till 7.
Oh,
8 to get them.
All the gas. Oh, I'd be pissed. How would you
That's
react?
probably what happened. Is they probably ran out of gas.
Well,
I mean, you've met me, so I'll let you
Oh,
guess.
my God. Yeah, she'd be locked up next to him. It says they got pulled over, which do you think he's like the 11-year-old's driving, right? The 10-year-old. No, it's the 10-year-old boy's
10-year-old
driving. The 11-year-old sitting there in the passenger seat. He's like, shit.
This is a bad idea.
It's the fuzz.
It's a fuzz. Should I gun it or just stop?
Nah, man, pull over. Mama's going to get the ticket.
Yeah, right. I ain't got to worry about it.
Oh, my God.
What can I help you with, sir? Oh, man.
Oh, that's a great one. All right. Are you guys ready for your second one? Kevin, are you ready for the 3 pictures on this one?
Absolutely.
Oh, my God. I read this on the radio, and I heard here locally that another radio station, Andrew Hoover, played it as well. This is a great fucking story.
Oh, gosh.
All right. Let me ask you guys a question.
Yep.
And I actually know of this that happened to a Belden person that I worked with one time.
Okay.
If you, let's say hypothetically that you're at some sort of event
Okay.
and there's a porta-john outside and you
Okay.
go to use said porta-john, all right?
Okay.
What would it take for you to drop into that porta-john, for you to go into the porta-john to look for it?
Millions.
$1 million bill.
It had to be money. Anything else, I'm leaving it.
Yeah.
It's done. It's lost to the cause.
Yeah.
A guy I worked with at my previous employer, I just named. I'm not bad-mouthing the company, so they can't sue me.
Nope.
Anyway, he was at an event in St. Louis. They apparently have the second biggest Mardi Gras of the year behind New Orleans.
Okay.
And he had his BlackBerry. This shows you how long ago it was.
That's a minute.
And he dropped the BlackBerry into the goo, the purple goo of just disease and. Oh, can you imagine what's in the bottom of that thing?
I don't want to.
Leave it.
He stuck his hand down in that thing, looking for the BlackBerry.
That
No.
man's got some balls.
No. No. No.
Negative, sir.
Well, a woman in Michigan said, I've got one even better. A woman in Michigan was in an outhouse on last Tuesday, when she dropped her Apple Watch into the toilet.
Oh, hell no.
Okay?
Ain't that?
That's $400 of not having to get every shot in the world.
Oh,
It's not that
it's
important.
getting way better. The woman decided to try to retrieve the watch by lowering herself inside the toilet.
Oh, God, no.
She actually got in herself.
She got in.
Not just her arm, like sticking around in
So
there.
is she like hanging
Feet first?
downward,
Oh,
hands first,
No,
or
feet
feet
first.
first?
It gets better. It wasn't big enough that that once she got down inside, she couldn't get out. She was literally
no.
fully submerged
No.
in the bottom of this porta. It wasn't a porta. It was an outhouse.
This is like all of the nightmares or all
No.
of the fears you had as a kid of quicksand. It was just quick shit.
Now we've got pictures here. This is the toilet that she's in. Look at the strap on there. Do you think she was smart?
She strapped herself, or that was the
No.
strap to try to get her back
She
out?
wasn't even that smart to strap herself. They had to use a strap to hoist her out of the toilet.
That's a small hole.
They had to take the top of the toilet off to get her out of it.
And that's still a small hole. How in the hell did she fit down in there?
Well, I mean, where there's a will, there's a way. She probably she clearly was a small woman. Puddin's got to go pee. I love it. Is it pee or poop?
He's like, speaking of toilets,
Hey, don't drop your watch.
don't drop your watch.
First responders showed up. Now, she's down in the shitter, and she's yelling for help. And if you were walking by, just you hear, help! And you're like, somebody's put a walkie-talkie or something in this
No, you're
toilet.
thinking, no, immediately you're probably thinking, because I guarantee you, she probably had the door locked still
Oh, I don't know.
from when she was going to the bathroom.
If,
That would be the fear.
what are you doing, buddy? Are you jumping in? Are you sitting here to
You're on
eat?
video, go. What
He's
you
hungry.
doing?
Thank you.
Anywho.
Thank you, Firehouse.
What is happening?
I'm sorry.
No, enjoy it, buddy. Hey, if that ain't I'm going to tell you right now, whether it's the current ownership or previous ownership, those cheesy potatoes are to die for. If I drop those in a porta pot, I might go in after them.
No.
Yeah.
No. Still no.
You don't want this. This will make you run.
First responders showed up and found her in the muck. They removed the toilet top itself and then used a strap to hoist her out to safety. For better or worse, she retrieved the watch. She grabbed the watch.
Oh, God. You're gonna have to
Afterwards,
steam it.
in a statement that police should never have to release ever, they said, "God, that smells like a dirty diaper now in here," and I'm not hurt.
That wasn't me.
I'm not hating on the food. It's a random smell. It's
It
just
is a
pulled
random
pork.
smell.
That's,
Gotcha.
right?
Right in
And
the
I
muscle.
like pulled pork.
No.
But it's just random.
I'm leaving it. I'm leaving that thing. I don't care.
You left a floaty?
No, I'm leaving that watch down there.
Oh,
I got
no.
insurance on it.
She got the watch out. She got the watch
How
out.
good is it going to be when you get it back?
I don't know. I
You need
really
to
don't.
I want to go to
Steam it.
Best Buy and get Geek Squad on here.
This shitty thing doesn't work.
Why does it smell like shit? I don't know.
I
Andy
don't know.
asks-
It works like shit.
Yeah, in all seriousness, though, I'm not shitting on the Firehouse.
No,
Their
no.
food's
We
amazing.
love it.
I do
Love
love
the
their
Firehouse.
food.
It is amazing.
Porta pork, I love it. Andy Floyd said, "Did the watch still work? Does it matter?
Yeah, at that
Doesn't
point,
matter. I mean, even if it did, every time you look at it, you're like, remember that time I got stuck in the shitter?
No, because I would not be like, no, I'm done. You're not going out anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything.
So
I'm
the
embarrassed.
guy that dropped his phone into the toilet
Yeah.
and stuck his arm into it. I tried. That was in late February,
And the
early March.
Blackberries had a lot of buttons.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, they're not small.
There was
don't
a lot
even
of
know if
poo
he-
seepage in there.
Well, he was worried about he's like, I got all this information on it. I'm like, man,
It's done
I
now.
don't care.
nobody is going to find that and be like, ooh, I should look at this.
Ain't
But
nobody
I
cares.
tried to get people at the sales meeting to all wear those rubber gloves that
Oh,
you
yeah.
would make sandwiches
Big
with.
chemical gloves.
Yeah, before you shook his hand, because they're like, can you imagine sticking your arm down and go, oh, that's not a phone.
Hey, bud, how's it going? No. Hold on a minute.
That's so
Clark, I wouldn't
nasty.
get too close with him. He's got some kind of fungal. We don't know what it is.
They haven't diagnosed it yet.
So I'm just telling you. So when I played roller derby and I had pads and just the sweat that was on those pads, I would wash my arm 5 times and it would still have a smell, right? And
Yeah.
that's just sweat.
Yeah.
That's just sweat.
Yeah. And that's your
That
own
guy,
brand.
that guy,
Yeah,
that
that's
guy's
me.
arm and hand, it's like cutting an onion where the smell of is still on your hand a day after.
That's
Can
like-
you
no.
imagine?
That's like eating an ass.
That's like cutting a turd.
Ugh.
It's so gross.
Like his
No,
his
you
hand and arm still had to smell like poop
Kevin,
Was
can
it
you
dyed?
for days.
How long was his arm blue? For weeks?
Oh, I don't even know.
Oh, it's
man.
not blue.
What's that under your nails? I don't know. Just see him chewing on his
He's
nails a
chewing
little bit
his
later.
nails a week later, and
Were
you're
you
like,
making chocolate fudge?
wait.
Oh man.
Porta pork.
Oh, here we go. All right, you guys ready for our third and final?
What do we
I'm
story?
got?
ready. I'm ready.
We are almost at a full hour.
I thought you said 4. No, 3?
3.
3. Okay.
I can find another one. I've got plenty.
Okay.
All right. Last Wednesday, a 34-year-old man in California, Jesus Carreno Ortiz, was facing a dilemma.
Okay. What you got?
He was just starting to catch a good buzz.
Oh, I love it when that happens.
Oh,
Okay.
you know what I mean?
That's the
Where you
best. You're right there.
love-
You're like, man.
I love a good burp when you've been drinking beer and
Yeah.
the fizz comes up out your nose. So good. So good.
While you're commando,
Oh my
pissing in the bush.
All right.
That's me that pisses in the bush.
Well, this poor guy Jesus was trying to catch a good buzz, but he went to his liquor cabinet and it was bare. Oh, yeah, always a problem.
So then what do you
That's
do?
why you gotta make sure you have plenty before you
What kind
get
of
started.
problem solver is he?
So he decided to hop in his truck and go get some more. Now, driving a car isn't normally difficult, right?
Not
But
if you're
I mean,
10
if
and
you've been
11.
drinking-
There's
Yeah.
really 2 buttons and a steering wheel. That's all you got.
Right.
2 buttons with your feet. I mean, you know
2
what I mean?
pedals,
There's
yeah,
one on the
gotcha.
left, one on the right. Unless you drive a stick.
Nobody
Now,
does.
Jesus had been drinking, which is never a good idea.
No.
I'm
We
going
don't
to say that
condone
right
drinking
now.
and driving.
AJ comes every week that I'm here, and I never drive home after one of these shows. That's very important. We have a good time on this show, but it is responsible drinking
Yes.
for the most part. And upon entering the parking lot of the liquor store, Jesus forgot a pretty important detail.
Let me guess.
Money.
Break.
It was the brake.
Oh.
It was the brake.
He made that place a drive-through.
They don't have those in
forgot
California,
to hit the
do they?
brakes. He proceeded to drive head on into the corner of the liquor store. Now, what Jesus does next is epic.
Please tell me he loaded
He
up
went
the truck
in,
and
got
left.
his drinks, and then left.
He got out of the truck and went inside to try to buy more booze. He was hammered and was like, "Yeah, man. Well, I'm here. I guess I might as well
Well,
get it."
shit. I'm going to have to fix that bumper tomorrow.
I
I'm
mean,
going
if
to
you
need some
think
more.
about it, if he goes ahead, runs in there, starts hammering a bunch of beers, goes out there, they can't tell if he was drunk when he did it or not.
Well, you can't drink at the liquor store though.
But if he bought it, left,
Just drink in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Maybe PI.
yeah.
Right. I like where your head's at. That's a.
DI's better than a DI.
It was reported that he was pretty banged up, and he was on a mission. He got out of the truck, like I said, and he went in, and lo and behold, the police arrived.
Said
and-
he's like, is he like bleeding from his forehead?
oh,
Dude,
Buying
you got
more
a
beer?
Gash in your forehead. You need a doctor. No, I just need this fifth.
Oh, man.
buddy. I'm good.
Nah.
What?
It'll be fine. I'm just going to make my blood
Adam
thinner.
Green says been there. He's like, "What Mad Dog flavors you got?"
You got any Four Locos?
Hey, what I would do for some purple passion right now.
Hey man, if you ain't got any of that 151, you got any of that Everclear with the
No.
corn on it?
I'm gonna tell you about 151. You know, my wife loved it,
Yeah.
Yes.
and we went on a cruise. We're down there where they made it. They were like, "Oh no, we don't make it anymore. You Americans get too crazy on it."
It's true. We make
They're like,
flaming
no.
Dr. Peppers and stuff. Light
They're
the
like,
shit on fire.
No, we don't even have that shit anymore.
Yeah, we fuck it all up for
Yeah,
everybody.
right.
Well, thank God they're still Everclear.
Oh, yeah. Thanks.
That
hey,
ain't going- that's
and in
not
a
going
pinch,
anywhere.
there's Malort.
Oh God, that stuff.
Hey, that's all right. Malort's my favorite.
I'd never drink alcohol again if the only option I had was Malort.
Right?
See,
It's
Amber
horrible.
said still the best. No, it's not.
Right?
Stop it.
It's great if like you've got corrosion on your batteries or
Yeah, or
you can't get your lawnmower to start.
if you're just trying to
Put
fill
that
some-
on there.
Nah.
All right. So the police arrived and they picked up old Jesus and they took him to the hospital and then he went to jail. His blood alcohol
Oh God.
was 0.32.
Holy cow.
Holy crap.
What is that? 4 times?
4 times the legal limit. Now I looked this up.
A third of his blood was not blood.
No, that's
no.
pure alcohol.
That
What
shit
he
was just like,
drinking?
it was going through with like whoosh.
No, it's not a third of his blood. It's a third of a percent.
A third of a percent.
Because otherwise,
Good God.
otherwise you could catch yourself on fire.
While you're peeing, just peeing fire.
All I know is 0.3 is very dangerous for your body.
I actually looked it up, and I'm glad you
And
brought
it-
that up, Gibbler. At
0.4 dead?
0.35, you go into coma.
Oh, wow.
This guy, they
Drove.
Actually, he drove.
And wanted more.
Just didn't stop.
They saved his life. Think about it. This guy was
or
like
ruined his buzz. I don't.
one or the other.
Both.
I'm just picturing him walking out going, "Who the fuck wrecked my truck?"
Man, what'd you guys do?
I didn't even, that's not my truck.
Oh man, I love it.
Wow.
Oh, so poor Jesus, he got a DUI, and it turned out his license was also suspended.
For a previous DUI?
Get out of here. He didn't say, but I'm going to go.
I'm surprised he ever had a license.
Oh man.
Oh,
Man.
At 0.32, he made it all the way to the liquor store, which just proves that it's not that hard to drink and
He
drive.
just had to use the building to stop. They must not have those
Had they
safety
been
bumpers.
responsible and had the parking things,
They
it
didn't have the
probably would have
bumpers up
saved
front,
it.
did they?
Nope, didn't do it.
Aaron Michelle Brown says, dude must hate his liver. And
Right?
apparently his past life. This dude is clearly killing some. Oh. And
Can you imagine, like, if you've ever had like a 0.3, could you imagine the hangover from that?
oh man. You know it's funny.
You'd have to just have like Gatorade on
Nah.
standby.
He drink that liquid IV. That shit's bomb.
liquid IV.
Yeah.
What is it?
If
It's
you
little
were 0.3,
powder
I
stuff.
feel like. Oh, go ahead.
It's a little powder stuff. You put it in water, drink it.
Yeah. You ever
Have you
been?
tried it?
Yeah.
And it's
It'll work.
Legit.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
It's got Coke in it.
yeah. I mean,
You got to buy it on the
No, you
the
put
black
it in
market.
the water. You don't just sniff the liquid IV.
you could. I mean,
That liquid IV. I can't wait to get some more.
that's a new shot I feel coming along. Shortly. Where you take a shot of tequila, snort the IV, and
Oh man.
I feel like at 0.3, you're probably drunk for more than a day.
if you're 0.3, I want to hang out.
No,
No, you don't, because they are a complete liability.
I bet you as soon as he hit that building, he pissed his pants.
I bet he peed his pants before he hit that building.
At 0.32.
He was probably
Man.
asleep before he hit the damn building.
You know, I've thought about on this show.
He was like, I was
See,
just taking a
Jess,
little nap. I had
you.
Copilot on.
Jess says liquid IV definitely works.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So does
Man.
Adam Green says if you're able to have a 0.3, you probably don't get hangovers anymore.
He hit
It's
the pros.
true. It's so true.
He got his green
He's in
jacket.
the majors now.
Yeah.
He got the green jacket.
He got called up.
He wakes up in the morning. He's like, "Oh, I want to drink so bad, I'm shaking."
Right. God. Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Speaking of that, yeah.
Are you
Hey,
shaking?
have a cheers.
All right. Well, you know what? We're right at our hour time limit. I never want to go any longer than an hour because
Seriously?
it hurts in the morning.
Well, you
Right?
had one.
It gets chafed.
No, I have come
What'd
to
you
a
say?
conclusion that we need to see if Liquid IV will sponsor us.
Oh man.
Oh, I know. I need to get a hold of him.
There's so many companies that should sponsor it. First of all, the fact that we don't have a beer company that sponsors is
Right.
just amazing. We should have a cab company that sponsors us. Chicken wings. You know,
Chicken wings.
So, do you guys remember? Do you watch Cheers back in the day?
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely.
I love Cheers, right? And they used to do this thing on the show where the local bars would compete.
Yeah.
And it was in Boston. It was set placed in Boston, and there was always two bars that came down to it. And oh shit, I do have the golf cart story. That's a really good one too. Kevin, I even sent you the pictures for that one. I didn't write that one. You know what?
I have
thought
a
there was
video.
4. I thought you
I
said
have
there
the
was
video.
4.
Do you have
buddy.
the video of
Yeah,
this? All right,
yeah.
can we watch the video?
I'll let it roll.
This is our fourth story. This is why
I told you, buddy.
I told
I
you.
got
All right,
your back.
all right. So see
Watch
this fella
this.
here? Oh, this guy right here.
Does he have clothes on?
Yes, and he's got a
Oh.
dog.
And he's got a dog.
This happened
I
in
love
Los Angeles,
Okay.
and this guy's he's eluding police. If you could see from the video now.
Oh,
Slowest police chase ever.
Oh, he stole a golf cart.
no.
and he
I've seen this.
And he's holding on to his dog with no shirt on while he's driving down the road.
What are you talking
It
about?
says security on the golf cart.
That
Yeah.
looks like New Paris every day.
This is
There's golf carts all over that place.
oh man, this
Now
was-
I have to tell you. So at my old house,
look how it
I
looks like
actually
a
saw
parade.
a slow chase where somebody was chasing after a guy on a moped.
Look
Oh,
at
but look how happy the dog is. Look at this sweet.
You think they did the pit maneuver on him? Sir, this
Look at
isn't
the dog trying to get away.
this isn't Grand Theft Auto.
The
Please
dog-
stop.
I feel bad for the dog, but I
The
feel
dog's getting resisting arrest right now. Jesus.
how many cops? I want to. Can we go back to this? How many cops does it take for a guy on a golf cart? Yeah, you thought he was.
You know what? Half of them were not actually dispatched to the call. They're like, no, we gotta see this
Yeah,
shit.
right.
We gotta see this shit.
gotta see
we
it.
ain't got nothing going on over here on North
Right,
E.
Andy? We
We're
had
gonna
the
see
street
this.
sweeper guy. I'm sure that made national news.
Oh my God, this poor dog. This dog was probably like, man, don't pull over. I ain't going back to the pound. Yeah.
Maybe he ran
What
out of
kind
beer
of treats?
too.
Hey.
Ponder
Oh,
said-
there's donuts and do I smell bacon?
The poor
I
dog is
smell
going to the clink. Yeah, you guys think this story's funny until you found out that dog got euthanized a week later.
Oh,
See?
not so much or whatever.
Right?
Hey, you know what? This is how you know what kind of person you are when you're like, fuck that guy, but that dog, no.
Maybe he thought it was safer than
You gotta
driving his
take care
car.
of that baby.
Right?
Oh, and he ain't even got no damn shoes on either.
Nah, he's got flippies.
I don't think he did.
Right, Adam? You're just driving next to him, just shoot him with a taser.
You know, when he was getting arrested,
Hey, he's not commando. You can totally see his draws.
I gotta tell you, I read the story on this, and I don't have the verbiage exact, but he said something on the video to the effect of, You know, be a good human. Don't drive. Don't do drugs. Like he was
Trying to make a positive spin
he was in
out of it.
redemption, right? But
Nah.
he clearly didn't hit anything.
No, he was
I'm just
going to the
wondering-
gas station to get some alcohol. Obviously, he was trying to be.
He's like, I know I can't
No.
go through a whole front window in a
I
golf
can't
cart.
drive my car, but I can drive a golf cart.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering why the golf cart says security on the side.
Well, you know,
Was it a stolen golf cart?
he was working a Lizzo concert.
Too soon?
Too soon?
Never
Too soon.
Too soon, everybody.
I had that
Well,
one all
you
the way
know.
up.
Soon.
It's fine.
Good God.
I mean, you talk bad about somebody, then talk bad about more people.
Right.
Even though you stuck up for people, but talk bad about it. Whatever. I don't
Right.
know. I don't
Hypocrisy is amazing.
know. It's crazy how that works.
Anyway, this natural light is brought to you by After Two
Firehouse
Beers.
Barbecue.
Firehouse barbecue.
Firehouse Barbecue.
I tell you, if
Best
you want good
taters in
barbecue,
town.
So before my ADD
cheesy
kicked in,
taters.
I was talking about Cheers.
Yes, here we go. Rewind.
It was Kevin. He's like, "Hey man, what about the golf cart? I got a video of it. I want to show the video."
Okay.
And it
So
is a good-
cheers. There were two bars and they were
Well,
Yeah.
I would think that what After Two Beers should do, and a foundation here locally talked about with bartenders, but I think, and I mean this sincerely, 100% sincerely,
Okay.
I think we should sponsor a chicken wing contest.
Ooh.
I love chicken wings.
Oh, me too, buddy.
And there's some amazing chicken wings in this community.
Yes.
Generations, where we're talking about trying to do live stuff, they make good wings. The Firehouse, if you guys are still listening, previous ownership
used to have phenomenal.
Oh man, they made these smoked wings that were really good.
And they rubbed it like they put the butt rub. Oh yeah. Yes.
You had me a butt rub.
Yeah,
Yes.
me about rub.
Red Front has good wings.
Yeah.
There's lots of places, and I'm sure I'm leaving some out.
Yeah.
But I think we should try to sponsor, like maybe once a quarter, like competitions.
Let's have a wingathon.
Well, yeah. So the competition on Cheers was what bar made the best Bloody Mary.
Ooh, nice.
So that's the concept, right?
Okay.
You know, and you make a big deal out of it, and really what it does is it just allows the local patrons to see all the different
Get
options.
out there and just
yeah.
local and just see what's out there.
Yeah. Plus, there's Frickers, there's B-Dubs, there's Wings and Rings. I mean, to me, the chicken wing is the classic American.
Right.
Just
Is it about the sauce or is it about the wing?
No,
it depends. I got to tell you,
Well, can I tell you something we used to do?
what'd you do?
I
Used
will.
to do.
We loved the boneless wings from Wings and Rings. But before you could buy it in stores, I would go to B-Dubs and buy Caribbean Jerk. Get the naked wings from Wing and Rings. Go home and just make it myself.
Oh man, cross pollinating.
Because Caribbean Jerk is my favorite sauce ever.
Is it
Really?
Yes.
Caribbean Jerk, I love it from B-Dubs.
So at
I
B-Dubs,
put that
they have
shit
a
on
sauce
everything.
right now. That's really good.
He puts it on ice cream.
Everything. I would too. Don't think I wouldn't.
What about
negative.
ribs? That's the whole point, Ponder, and I love it.
Yeah.
Andy Floyd says a new event. I'm on it. I love the idea of it.
We want to have PETA show up because we're just going to have a meat fest.
Oh my god. Well, and it doesn't have to be like. So the idea is here. Now we have a lot of listeners from outside of actually outside the U.S. Our numbers are growing national or
Yeah.
globally too. It's weird.
Okay.
In a good way. But I love the community that I live in, and I think there's a lot of cool play. And it doesn't have to be just food related or drink related.
No.
But
Why?
Sorry.
Sorry.
You're
Sorry.
right.
Go
I
ahead.
love it. I love it. But I think that would be kind of a cool deal is
Just get everybody involved. The community, the bars, the restaurants.
yeah.
Just take
And
pride
just
in your
everybody
community.
work together. My gosh, it's not
Right.
a competition
All
always.
for the power of wings. I love
Yeah.
it. Wings can bring people together. Ponder asks, are you guys rib fans?
I am a rib fan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. My ex-wife would not eat meat off a bone.
Ah, well, that's why you're divorced.
That's why it's next.
I remember we got married.
It just makes me remember that song. She don't like meat, but she
Show
don't
it.
like the
But-
bone.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's like I always say. You can have the meat, but you got to work for the gravy.
Oh, yeah. Not very hard, but whatever.
It depends on how much I've been drinking. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. We
Thank you, guys.
we are going to wrap this one up.
Yes, please.
And if you're a Patreon sponsor,
Yes,
come
hold
right
on a
back
minute.
here in about 5-10 minutes. And we're going to talk about low-cut dresses. Now, if you're not a Patreon sponsor, it's the best deal in Wayne County by far.
It's $3.
$3 a month, and honestly, it's not to try to take content away from others. It's just our way of saying we really appreciate those. That
I'm trying to give them a little something extra.
Yeah, and so
You give us
I'm
extra,
gonna give
we
you.
give you extra.
I'm not going to give you just the tip. I'm going to give you the whole
the
thing.
whole thing. So we're going to talk about the dresses, and we may leave "Am I the Asshole" out this week, just to give people a chance to sign up.
Okay.
And I expect a mad rush of one, maybe.
I mean, all of them.
But in all honesty, we appreciate anybody that watches the show, listens to the
Yeah.
show. We'd love for you guys to come and watch us when we go live. Hopefully, as early as next week. It's a good
We
you know,
gotta hear
little.
back.
A little up in the air right
Yeah.
now.
Waiting to hear back.
Kevin Shook says he takes shirt off. Puddin does.
I will. Absolutely.
He'll wear a gold lame
Thong. I'll do it.
well,
I've done it
banana
before.
hammock if that's what you're wanting.
I've done.
Come on.
I've worn
Oh,
a
man.
gold lame tuxedo, the blue jean,
The blue
one,
jean.
with my fake tattoos. That was awesome.
Titties and beer. All right. Let's wrap this one up. Again, if you're looking for the Patreon link, the easiest way is go to after2beers.com. You can find it that way. Or you can just go to patreon.com/after2beers. But all right. Thank you again to our buddy Kevin Shook for helping us out with the podcast. He's a great producer for us, and
get in
we
here.
couldn't do it without him, and I mean that sincerely. Thank you again to the Firehouse for bringing some food down. We
The
greatly
best.
appreciate
Yep.
it, and we love when people show us love. It's really cool. We appreciate it greatly, and we say it at the end of every show, and it is by far the most important thing we say for the entire event, and it is this: the world's hard.
So
And
tough.
I went
Right.
to a meeting this evening before here. This is how nerdy I am. Like there was a city council debate
Okay.
this evening. I'm like, ooh, I got to check that out.
Right.
I'm that guy. Okay. Now the one thing I will say about the debate, and wasn't really a debate, but everyone mentioned mental health, and I love the fact that mental health now is being mentioned at the forefront of issues.
Right.
My concern is I don't want it to become a buzzword. People really
Oh, yeah.
struggle. And the wildest part about it is you don't even know why you're struggling. There are nights, and it happens to me, it seems like it happens on a roller coaster basis where I'll go for a while and I'll be fine, and then I'll be laying there and this
It
is
hits you out of nowhere.
oh, no, for no reason whatsoever. And I'm going to tell you right now, AJ, you know, it's nice to know that you have support. And I think there's a lot of people that have mental health issues that don't feel like they have that support.
Right.
Okay. And no one asks for it. It's not like, something you can, you give yourself. Like,
Right.
Well, and it's not like people are doing it for attention. Most of the people that have different issues, they normally hide it.
right. But on the outside chance that you see someone, and that actually I'm glad you brought that up, because we always say on the show, if you see someone that you think is struggling, they probably are. But if you just know someone that's going through some shit and they
Yeah.
look strong as hell,
They're
They're
probably still
they're
struggling.
pushing that shit down and
Yes.
you don't see it. And so,
That's what
Say
I
hey.
mean.
and-
Come over,
Alive.
have a beer. Don't,
Yeah.
No golf carts. No nothing. We'll just hang out.
Leave that poor dog alone.
Yeah, leave your
Right.
dog at home.
It's just
Poor dog is going to jail, man.
if you want to talk, talk. If not,
Yeah, so
He's like, I didn't steal them making bets.
right.
Go ahead.
So, but no, in all seriousness, just take care of each other. Be kind. Like, I know I'm a smart ass, and I know I can rub, some feathers in here or there. But I promise you this, and I mean this sincerely. If someone ever came to me and said, "Hey, man, can we just talk for 5 minutes? I just need somebody to talk to." I don't care who it is.
you'll be there for 30.
Yeah. It's just, life's short, and we all struggle, and we
Yeah.
all go through things, and just take care of each other. Be kind, and the world will be a better place. All right. I guess hopefully we will see you all live next week.
Yes.
If not, it will be the following week for sure. But
let you
look
know.
for more announcements. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, which I am assuming you do if you're watching us.
They might be on YouTube.
I'll post
Yeah,
it
that's
on
true.
mine too. So.
Well, there you go. Thank you, buddy. And I guess without further ado, we will talk to them all next week.
After 2 beers.